Hey guys, welcome to the deck profiles of all the Season 16 participants of the Scrub League playoffs. We'll start off with Moore's Fire Princess Burn deck, and see that he's using the Fire Inferno Barrier Statues there for a bit of stun, and of course he's running all the healing essentials as well as the healing supports such as Ancient Leaf, and a lot of his traps are just Mirror Forces, I guess, as well as pseudo magic cylinders like Dimension Wall. Soul Absorption, an important card because every time you use a spell, you just heal even more life points. Goblin Thief as well, another card that's useful for this deck. And yeah, the rest of the cards are probably identifiable for you guys. This is Golden Ladybug, which is you reveal from your hand every standby phase and gain 500 life points. All it does, and he has no extra deck as well, so he cut off that part when he submitted his deck list. But yeah, that is Moore's Fire Princess Burn classic deck, and I like the one-off Karibo that he's added in there. That's just a little bit of a nice touch for the deck, so he doesn't die for a single turn, I guess. Right, next off we've got Sabin's Dragon deck. I use the dueling network for this. Okay. There's a bunch of dragon cards, I guess. There's 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, there's a bunch of different named ones. I'm not quite sure what these ones are called, honestly. So you have to. I think these are like. This is the one that can search Dark Arm Dragon or Destrudo. Don't know what this one does. I think it's the one that brings itself back from the grave. That's the Breed Dragon, Keeper of the Shrine, and this is that level 6 or 7 card that you can just spec. Oh gosh, I don't know most of these cards actually. This is the one that can spec another one of its cards from a hand or something, and a bunch of hand traps, I guess. There, you lose Flammable Guards, I guess, for the synchro plays here. He's got 4 synchro monsters in the extra deck. Monster Reborn, Desires, and these are just generics, I guess. Twin Twisters and stuff like that. This is Impermanence, Strike. Funnily enough, he has Impermanence himself, but he never played around Impermanence in his only feature match against Scott. Starlight Road against to play around Twin Twister or like Regeki and stuff. And I'm not sure what this is. I think this is a Guard Dragon card as well. It's a trap card that they got recently, which I'm guessing is just generic dragon support. If only Dragon Rulers was a thing, right? Of course, got Synchros because he's got Flame Vor God. I don't know what this is actually. What is that? I think that's like a new card or something. Looks like a high level monster. It's very hard to see on Dueling Book. Thousand Ice Trick because of course for the one-off instant fusion. The Hieratic. Link 2, Link Karibo. This is so pixelated actually. The Witch, Phoenix, the Piercing Damage, Armades, Link 3, I've got the name of it, Unicorn, and Boar Sword. So this is 9th/10th place, bottom of the barrel dragon deck. This is low rated as well, this is PO rated, so I'm surprised you picked this deck instead of FA or something. But yeah, that's Sabin's deck that I use for the playoffs. Alright, on to the next one is Scott's Relinquished deck, a Ritual Relinquished deck. Surprisingly, he only used 2 instant fusions. I thought he should run 3 in this deck because of Thousand Ice Restrict and Millennium Ice Restrict as your target. You got a lot of targets for this deck. And surprisingly, this deck didn't do so well compared to how it did initially on release. I think Finn played it like 2 or 3 times and he won one of the tournaments and came like top 4 in one of the other tournaments, so he did quite well with it. But yeah, I think he bought this deck in just for a playoff spot. Sadly, he didn't even make top cut with this deck, and that's such a shame actually. It's an interesting deck where you can just take control of your opponent's cards on your turn, a bit like Alcahest, I guess, by equipping it to relinquish all the fusion cards. But a bunch of the level 1 toolbox like Link Karibo and they rank 1s as well. And of course he runs Phoenix Unicorn combo. And I don't know the name of some of these relinquished cards. You might just have to search Relinquished and you'll find them. I don't know the exact names of them. Senjus, Manjus as well. Ash, of course. Relink Karibo because you can tribute it from the grave for your ritual summon, and it's level 1, so it's easy to summon. For rituals, 2 Preparation of Rise, 3 pre-prep because of course you can just search off the ritual spell as well as the relinquish from your deck with those cards. A lot of consistent cards in this deck. But sadly, he couldn't beat the powerful Wind-Ups and Magnet Warriors in his might I say last 2? I think so. He lost to Magnet Warriors and Wind-Ups, which made his tiebreakers really bad and made him miss out on top cut despite having the extra points. But yeah, that is Scott's failed 1000 Ice Restrict / Relinquish deck. Right, on to the last person who managed to not get top cut. which is Brad. Brad is actually one of my favorite picks for that tournament. If you were listening to the commentary, I was saying he's my pick for winning the tournament, but he didn't even manage to get top cut. So that's my wrong guess right there. This is his deck. This is the new Performapal dude. The one that lets you search Smile World and then draw cards equal to the amount of Performapals you've got with the attack and defense. I think that's different than the original stats. So it combos straight up with Smile World, hence why he runs Smile World here. And a bunch of Performapal cards. He's utilizing the one Apex Avian, which he did use in his first matchup, I believe, because eventually he drew into it. And there's a bunch of Performapals, including 3 Radish Horse. He has a key card of the deck, a triple Unicorn as well, for that gain life points play near time. And I believe in one of his feature matches he used the Sky Magician as well as Sky Pupil combo that Yugioh's dad used in the anime. Other than that, his spell and trap lineup are pretty much just one-offs, so there's a lot of options there to go for. But the thing that let him down, I think, is because of the inconsistency of Performapal sometimes, because they have so many options that they don't really have a coherent plan on what to do to win, so that's what let him down. And if Electromite is stopped, you don't have enough advantage at the start of the game. So yeah, his extra deck is just a bunch of like links and stuff. So 2 Meltrons actually, because Electromite's at 1, he runs Landfall links instead, land whatever it's called. So he can make a Metaltron if Electromite's gone. I don't know why he runs this Anti-Utopian guy, honestly. Maybe to out Utopia. Maybe he's thinking Utopia's a thing. Yep, Bagusco Cowboy, Gatling Ghoul. That's a funny one to use because he's got fusion cards in it like Dissolver. So yeah, that's his Performapal deck. I don't know if I don't really play Performapal, so I don't know if this is a good one or not. It's just interesting to watch it being used. But yeah, that's Brad's deck. Right, the next one is an actual top cut spot placed player, Zane, who I think this is his first time top cutting in playoffs. So yeah, congrats to him. He got the dice, the Scrub League dice, which you need top 6 for, and he was playing Lyrilusc. He saw him get bodied in the top 6 though. I think he was playing Nodon's stun deck, so of course that is one of the worst matchups you can get with his deck, because all of your monsters can't run over any barrier statues that can be normal summon. As you can see here, he's got a bunch of like level 1s with weak attack, but they get very strong if you overlay with them into the Lyrilusc dude here, which for some reason he only runs 2 off. Maybe he couldn't get a hold of the third one, I mean. And same with Great Fly. I think he should run like more than 1 Great Flies here. For some reason his extra deck, this is literally his extra deck, he only had 10 cards in extra deck. When the deck checked him, he only had 10 cards. So Stoic Challenge, as well as this this tablet thing which allows you to OTK. If you equip it to these guys, this is the old school strategy. This is like at least a year old, this deck list, I believe. There's nothing new in this deck. Maybe a Windwitch thing that's new. We're off. Our Red Reboot's probably the newest card in this deck list, ignoring the links like Link Reboot, which you usually don't go into unless if you are a lot of cards that extend with. And yeah, that is his Lyrilusc deck. Nothing surprising, honestly. All typical Lyrilusc stuff for a deck list. But yeah, good on him for getting top 6 with this. Right, this one's probably the funnier ones in the top 6, but yeah, P, who's actually got the worst score per tournament on average in Scrub League, managed to get top 6 in Scrub League with his favourite insect deck. And the thing that triggers me about this deck is because he's got more than 40 cards and he runs Upstart. But still, he managed to get top 6 with it. But this insect deck can just OTK out of its arse. This insect imitation card is basically transmodify, but works on any type that you tribute. What we've got, what's it called? He's got instead of terraforming, he runs free metaverse, because opening giant ballpark and then activating it at the start just puts it so they can twin twister it before they go to the battle phase. So what he's done, he's playing triple metaverse, so when they go and try to attack him, he uses metaverse to put giant ballpark on the field, and that will trigger giant ballpark. If you don't know what it does, it specs basically 3 vanillas from his deck by dumping them, and it specs all 3 of the same name. So that's why he's running triple insect, knight, and neo bug. He's put down insect queen to 1 because he realized how bricky it is, because I saw him in one of the matches before. In one of his feature matches, he drew like into 3 insect queen and just scoop on the spot, because what can you do with triple insect queen? they can't do anything with. 2 Doom Doses for the OTKs, I guess. That combos quite well with Resonance Insect. Gokipole as well combos with the vanillas of the deck, and I think he plays level 5 vanilla because of Insect Imitation for Transmodify plays with the Retaliating Seas and the Resonating Insect. Gokipole as well works for that, so they can all just like basically level up from the lower levels or mid levels to go into those cards. Yeah, very interesting strategy these guys, which is basically, if it goes first, set up Metaverse, put a field spell down on their turn, and then next turn OTK them, because you can't get killed because you got your field spell and stuff, so you spec 3 monsters. Or if you go second, just hope that you open a field spell and then OTK straight up from that turn. This deck can just go nuts, especially with a lot of link tools. Like, see, he's got Pick of Arena to draw cards with, Sorceress as well to spec from deck like the big monsters. So that's it for this deck. Piece interesting insect deck that got top 6. Right, next one is Nodin's stun deck, 1 Raw Sphere mode, a triple of the Wind and Earth Barrier Statues, 2 Jargon. Surprisingly, Jargon, I've seen more of this card than the Barrier Statues from this deck whenever I looked at his table. Triple Desires, triple Duality, this is, I can't remember what this card's called, it's something that adds a counter to it and protects you from destruction. Double Moonmirror Shield, Mage Power, good for OTKs, Moonmirror Shield, good for guaranteeing your thing not dying. Necro Valley and Orichalcos, Seal of Orichalcos, that card, okay, I like this already. And a bunch of trap cards that can like screw your opponent. Imperial War, I think you use this because of evenly matched. Surprisingly, none of the deck lists I've seen so far runs evenly matched. There's no siding in Scrub League, by the way, so if you run evenly you have to main it. So it could be a dead matchup, dead card in some matchups. PK Sword, the PK Wings, the deck can only be 1, lose 1 turn. Dimension Guardian, Mistake, just one-off Mistake, because why not? Dark Bribe, Stop Twin Twisters, I guess, and that's it. His deck list is pretty solid. His extra deck, I don't know if it's quite important, but he's got a bunch of extra deck cards. I think it's probably because of Waking the Dragon. Right, the runner-up is Greg, who managed to get runner-up again in a playoffs, but this time he used Prediction Princess, Feat, Pot of Forbidden, Feat, Whirlwind Weasel. He played against Moore, I believe, in the group stages, and he used Whirlwind Weasel Lock to just win the game because, of course, Moore was using the burn deck, so if he couldn't use spells to heal and burn, he's lost the game, and traps as well to stop from dying. Morphing Jar is pretty cool here because you can actually do Morphing Jar multiple times. Oh, very good. That's the first evenly matched in a deck. Triple Impermanence. Holy crap, he's already got 3 Impermanences. This was like the week before that reprint set got released to all power. And yeah, Trey, the Coin Norma guy, and he plays triple. What is this one? It's the Tindangle level 4. I don't know the name of it. The level 4 thing that searches flip monsters. Double Eclipse. This was very good out to Lyrilusc when he played against Zane, because it doesn't target and doesn't destroy. So he just book of Eclipses the Lyrilusc and then outs it with his monsters that can just attack over it. Of course, the ritual support stuff like Prep, as well as the ritual spell. And he's got the flip support from Crawlers, which flips monsters face down, I believe. So it resets them. Oh, I think it flips them face up on your opponent's turn or something. Maybe Storm Dusters to out back row, I guess. Even though he's already got the pot to stop all the back row by popping them all with Harvey's Feather Duster effect. Alright, so extra deck, just a bunch of generic link stuff, except maybe the Subterra dude, which is good for link decks, I guess. Flip decks rather. You need to flip monsters to make it, and it lets you set up some of the flip effects. A bunch of rank 4s because he's got the Spirit guy, this Tindangle dude to overlay with. I'm guessing those are the main dudes he uses to make these rank 4s. 1 rank 3 because Coin Norma, I think it's level 3, is it? Yep, it is level 3. I think Weasel's level 3 as well, so that works out for him. And on the clock Taker as well, just because it's generic and quite a good card. Now for the winning deck list, this is Riches. A Magnet Warrior deck. Here you go, this is the winners list. And yeah, 2 Grand Moles. I like this. 2 Grand Moles. The only hand traps he runs are Ashes, of course, because it's one of the better ones, and one of the more important cards of the deck. Ties up the Brethren. If you resolve this, you probably won the match, because you can probably just OTK out of the ass the next turn. Magnetic Field Spell, triple of each of the little dudes, triple of the level 4 Spectrum deck, 2 Berserkians, and Rivalry, which made him insta-win against the wind-up matchup in top 4, because they all have different types, whilst this deck can play with one type almost all the time. Triple Torrential, because he could do that cool play where he tag out with a little Magnet Warriors and having the monster summon surviving by doing Chain Link 1 as the tag out. And his extra a bunch of rank 3s, the best rank 3 in the game, that's semi-generic, which is Gorgonic Guardian. This is one of the few decks that can just spam Vix card out of its arse. Triple misses, and of course the Nightmare Phoenix Unicorn combo. And 2 Borrow monsters to OTK and out certain cards. So yeah, that is it's a pretty good deck list. Judgment, Warning, and I don't know why he used Warning against the monster effect. That's his deck list. 2 Terraforming to get the field spell as well. Double Twin Twister to Outback, right? Yeah, that is Magnet Warriors. And yeah, that is the Season 16 champion decks, the winning deck list by Richard. So that's also his first time playing the playoffs. So yeah, congrats to him using one of the more solid decks in NU. So yeah, that's it for this season. See you next season then.